Also, you see people who are trying, working so hard to eat perfectly, and yet they keep failing. Or we see people who keep gaining weight because of emotional eating. That is not knowledge. That is not exactly what you're putting in your mouth. That is what is going on in your head, your heart, your mind, and your habits. Hello, I am Chelsea Celeste, and welcome to my channel. So here are 3 tips that can hopefully really help you wherever you are at in your eating journey, in your body journey, in your weight loss journey, wherever you are at. So if we are trying to actually achieve the body we want to have, the first thing we have to do is deal with our minds. So mind-body connection, 3 tips for getting a lean body. Tip number 1. Only eat when you're hungry. Okay, this might sound so basic, but this is actually huge. How many times do we eat in a day according to the schedule society gives us? Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. I remember reading a book one time, and the author literally said, if you are hungry and then you stop being hungry, your body just ate your muscles. So this is not true at all, but reading that absolutely terrified me because this author was stating that if I was hungry and then I wasn't hungry, my body was eating my muscles, which was then impacting my metabolism, which then would make me gain weight. This is not true. When your body is hungry, if you stop being hungry without eating, your body didn't eat your muscle, it ate your fat. It's the whole keto concept. So if you are actually waiting till you are hungry to eat, your tummy is gurgling, there is saliva in your mouth, your senses are activated, you are hungry, then and only then allow yourself to eat. This might mean you are that hungry at 8 a.m. This might mean you are not that hungry until 11 a.m. Whatever it is for you, honor your body's natural rhythms and start eating when you're actually hungry. Not just because it's lunchtime at work, not just because someone else is eating. Eat when you are hungry. Your body wants to be lean even more than you do. So when we eat according to hunger, this is called hunger-directed eating. When people diet, they are no longer eating according to what their body wants or needs or is even telling them. They are now eating when their diet tells them to. They are eating what their diet tells them to. What diets actually do to our brain is it causes us to become obsessed with food. We get this preoccupation with food, and often with the foods that we're not supposed to eat. But eating according to hunger instead of diets, instead of scheduled eatings, means that we are honoring our body's natural hunger cues. Tip number 2, only eat the foods you really, really want to eat. Okay, this might sound crazy to you. You might be thinking, Chelsea, if I eat only what I want to eat, then I am going to literally be eating Krispy Kreme donuts every day, all day. Challenge you, give it a go. Try to eat those donuts. They are no longer forbidden to you. But if we are listening again to this mind-body connection, how do you feel after a day of eating all of those Krispy Kreme donuts? I'm guessing you probably feel so sick that you never ever want to eat those Krispy Kreme donuts ever again. You should not be placing labels of this is a good food and this is a bad food. The only labels you should be placing on food is how they make you feel. So for example, my husband has something called eosinophilic esophagitis. This is an autoimmune condition, and for him, every single time he eats dairy, he gets this really bad heartburn and his throat starts to hurt and just nothing feels good. He gets bad fatigue. For him, dairy is obviously not good. Something kind of hidden, my sister, when she eats strawberries, for some reason, she never feels good. We don't know if it's necessarily an allergy, but we do know that she does not react well to strawberries. Does this mean strawberries are a bad food? No, but they are a bad food for her. So that's kind of a way to start thinking about, how does food make you feel? Your body will tell you. Finally, you should be living your best life. You should not be following something that tells you can never eat chocolate again. This is your life. Give yourself the grace to enjoy really wonderful food. However, when you eat that food, only eat it when you're really, really hungry, and stop before you're full. Be present with your meal. So that leads us into tip number 3. Eat until you're satisfied, not full. One brilliant idea from the Japanese, which I'm totally gonna say wrong, is hara hachi bu. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but pretty much what it means is only eating till you're 80% full. So this is something that some people in Japanese culture use as a way of controlling their eating habits. This is brilliant because your body has an innate slimming system in it and it doesn't want to eat too much, but we push past that all the time and we don't honor our actual body signals. So if you are only eating until you're satisfied, not full, not stuffed, this will make a huge difference on your body, on your weight, on your health, on your energy, on your life. So try not to eat past the point of being full. A great way to try this out is with your first 3 bites. So you have waited until you're really, really hungry to eat. You've chosen something that you really, really want to consume. Now take your first bite. How does that feel? How does that taste? It should taste unbelievable because you've waited a while to eat it. Now try your second bite. That should taste really good too. Maybe not as amazing, but still really good. Your third bite. How does that feel? Stop at bite number 3. How am I feeling? How satisfied am I? How full am I? Keep eating, but then when you start getting those last 3 bites, that tasted good, but I didn't care for it as much as I cared for the first little bit. You know, it's still okay, but I actually feel quite satisfied and good. Stop eating then. For some of you, this might be really hard. I find this personally really hard. I grew up in a home where we talked about the Hungersnout coming and we were supposed to eat everything on our plate because you never knew when the Hungersnout would come again and you wouldn't have food. This was my almost mentality. Hopefully the Hungersnout does not come again, but this mentality has been really helpful for me. So when I think I don't want to waste food, a really great way to think about it is either if this food is excess, it is waste. Whether it's wasted in the garbage can or it becomes human waste, it will be wasted. Your body will only take what it needs and it will get rid of the rest. And if we consume too much excess, your body can't excrete all that excess, so we start storing it as fat. So one trick that I have been using, because I'm not very good at eating till I'm just satisfied and not full or not finished everything on my plate, is not eating while I'm standing. I'm really bad at this still, but it's something that I'm really working on and that I'm intentionally trying to be more aware of. So for example, when I'm cooking in the kitchen, it's super easy to nibble on things. I'm a grazer. I like to graze and nibble. But when you graze and nibble throughout the day, it actually adds up. And I found I wasn't hungry very often, but I still wanted to enjoy dinner with my family. So I love having dinner with my family. That is a structured eating time I really value. So if I'm going to eat when I'm hungry at dinner, that means I have to be intentional about before dinner. So I am not snacking a ton before dinner. I am trying not to eat while I'm making dinner, like grazing on this and that. It doesn't mean you can't have a bite here or there of what you're preparing for dinner, but I am really trying to be intentional about what I'm doing while I'm standing and what I'm doing before dinner. Hopefully some of these tips have been helpful to you. I created an ebook with more details about these things because it's really difficult to go over even just 3 points in a short video. So if you would like that, I have that linked below. If you liked this video, give it a like down there, hit subscribe for some more, and comment below to share with me your experience or some tips that have worked for you. I would love to hear back from you. Also, if you are really wanting to work one-on-one with someone, I am a nutrition consultant. I would love to work with you if you are wanting to get into that next step in your weight loss journey, if you are wanting to balance your hormones, your gut, and if you just want to feel confident in your body. Remember, you are perfect just the way you are, and give yourself grace as you go on this journey. Again, I'm Chelsea Celeste. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Maybe just woke up.